what am I doing? What's happening?
Vision boards are corny, but they work, honey. They work.
I should have brought mine. Like when I'm telling you,
Show and tell, yes.
It was like a checklist.
Wow.
And
hi everyone. So my name is Simone and this is
Bradlee.
This is Bradlee. So welcome to my channel. I'm starting something new here with the Fab Grad, and it's basically going to be the featured Fab Grad of the month. So every month I'm going to bring someone in and we're going to talk about post-life. We're going to talk about college and what's it's like after graduation and how it's all been, working 9 to 5s, looking for jobs, and just real conversations about post-grad life, because I feel like I have conversations with my friends and we're all talking about how we're excited to be done with college, but at the same time it's a struggle.
Yeah, it's like a transition. Like you are catapulted into something that you're like, I didn't take a class on this.
I wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready.
No,
yeah.
It literally, there's not a manual for how to do it after you get the degree yet. You spend so much money.
Right. You just listen to like everyone else
that's
that's already done it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk to Bradlee today just about that. So post-grad life. So Bradlee, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Bradlee. Are we doing like age? I'm 23. I am a singer.
Yes. Sing, y'all. Sing.
But I went to the University of Laverne. I did not mean to wear this shirt on purpose.
Oh my gosh.
I just threw it on. University of Laverne in Laverne, California. Mm-hmm. And I majored in speech communications.
I forgot we did major in basically the same thing.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, so for those that don't know, I graduated from Arizona State, class of 2016, and we're getting further away from our graduation date.
It's been a year.
Yeah, a little bit past a year now.
It's past a year.
I know, bro.
Oh my god.
And we've known each other forever. We've known each other since the second grade. So we've been living this life forever. But I went to Arizona State and I got a degree in speech and hearing sciences. So we basically studied the same thing. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So now what are you doing now that it's after college?
I'm not using my degree. So post-grad, it's like the job hunt and everything. And I took a job as a leasing consultant in Playa Vista. And I worked there from July to May of this year, July 2016 to May 2017.
Was it easy to get the job or?
Yeah, it was pretty easy to get the job. What I will say, I don't know if we're going into like the advice portion.
Whatever you want.
I will tell those, looking for post-life, if you're able to move in with your parents and you're not super pressed for money, and like sometimes you just got to get a job on the fly. But if you are able to wait until it is something that you really want, because I think I am an overachiever. In college I worked, I was involved in all these clubs and everything, so I was just so pressed to like, I gotta get a job gotta get a job out of college. Yeah. And so, I became a leasing consultant and hated it. Like I hated it. I didn't dislike specifically what I did. I was a tour guide in college and stuff, so it came easily.
Oh my gosh, we're still the same. So
we're the same person.
Literally.
So, it came easily, but it when you don't feel like you're fulfilling a purpose, when, I just was like, this has nothing to do with music, which I love. This really has nothing to do with my degree. Why am I here? And then, so that I got that probably in December. Yeah. Like I was on the high and I was like, oh, I'm making money. That's great. And I was able to move out of my parents' house, which I think I did way too quickly.
Goals. Oh, really?
It is goals, and I loved this year.
Okay.
But I am moving back in October.
You didn't tell me that.
Because I'm like, I need to live like, and I was living with my sister, and Kristen is 31, so it was like, 23 to 30, there's a big gap.
That's a gap.
And so you're like fulfilling.
And you're in a transition, and it's
yeah. And so, long story short, started looking for jobs in December because I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I didn't get a job until May. Never, like, if you're gonna take time to find a job so that you don't have to quit your job or look for other jobs, it's very hard to get a job just like in life.
That's true.
So I did not quit my job. I waited and interviewed and this, that, and the other. And it is hard to interview when you have a job. Most of them, you know, are 8 to 5, so you gotta kind of finesse and doctor's appointment. Don't lie, but you know, can't really tell your job you're looking for jobs. So I didn't update your LinkedIn, make sure that's great. I was contacted by my job now. Via LinkedIn by a recruiter. I didn't even apply for this, which was awesome.
LinkedIn is so good.
LinkedIn is so good.
I feel like it's the best place to look for jobs now because the people that are recruiting for you are like on the
and your resume's right there. They
it's
see who you know. Literally, you can put that little like looking for jobs signal out there. Whether you're actively applying, you're just kind of like seeing what would pick you up. So contacted. I work for Westside Rentals, so I'm an apartment researcher. So it is a bit more. It's still customer service based, but I'm in an office. It's a younger environment, so like those kind of perks, a little more money. Those kind of perks are definitely great, and it is sincerely an 8 to 5. With my job previously as a leasing consultant, you know, I sometimes stay an hour later, you know, which isn't bad. But when it's something you're not passionate about, it's taxing. Like, I don't want to be here. If it was something that had to do with speech, you know, whatever, that I'm enjoying, I don't care how much I'm working.
Well, did you find it kind of hard to get a job specifically in the field that you got your degree in? Or were you even looking for something that you got your degree in?
I didn't even know what I wanted to do. You know, for all my friends that were like bio majors and they want to be a doctor. Or psych majors and they want to be a psychologist. It's probably a bit easier to narrow down what field and go after that. For me now, I contacted with someone that I actually went to church with. He grew up with my older sisters, like he's 30. But he's a digital marketing exec. He has his own company. And I started talking to him, you know, kind of like a big brother. And so I started doing social media for him. So now, you know, this was in between the time. This was like April, May.
That middle, that in between.
So I got my job at Westside Rentals just to get out of the last one. Now I'm still like, it's still, I like it. I really do like it. But I'm like, this isn't where I want to be. Don't be scared to switch jobs.
And I tell people that. Like, you just got out. You can explore.
It's okay. Like, our parents' generation was different. They found a job. They stayed there for 25 years. You know, and then they retired. And so when
they push that on you too.
You
better stay in that government job. You better stay in that job forever with the benefits. And you're like, it's so boring.
Every job that's 9 to 5, hopefully, like, you get benefits.
Like,
it's a thing. Like, when you work 40 hours, you get benefits. Like, you get Aetna, you get VSP, you get all that. So
the benefits are there.
That's a bit of it. Okay. But yeah, and you can stay on your parents' benefit if you're, you know, privileged enough to do so or whatever it might be until you're 26. So kind of good. But yeah, I'm like, now I know I want to pursue something in digital media.
There we go.
And social media and marketing, which my degree will be utilized in.
There you go.
All the communications and everything like that.
And I literally, every time I think about like millennials and like us as trying to get jobs, I think the one skill we better have is some social media, digital marketing. Like,
you wake up, you do it.
You come on.
Middle of the day, you're on it.
Creating it, learning it, put it as a skill. Go on some type of website or a workshop and get like a hard skill that you can put at the bottom of the resume under skills. A hard one. Adobe, Hopper,
Hootsuite.
Hit them with it.
And like with me, you know, I'm like working 9 to 5 and kind of interning. So that I can put on my resume, you know, once I am actively working for a job or looking for jobs rather. Also, if you're like me and don't exactly know what you want your master's to be in, getting a certification, like a digital marketing certification, which I'm going to go into this fall. What is it? It's like a 2-week certification program. Sometimes it's a little bit longer. Through my alma mater. And I can have that on my resume. And then when I'm starting to actively work for jobs, probably like, you know, fall next year, beginning of next year, I'll have that.
Right. And so what is, and you talked about having the 9 to 5 and then doing something after the 9 to 5 to kind of really get what you want.
Yeah.
Talk about singing and what it's like to also pursue a completely different passion outside of your resume.
Well, I mean, the ultimate goal is like to become Beyonce, right?
Basically.
Right. But singing, you've known me since we were 6th, 2nd grade. I've always loved music and singing.
I tried to harmonize with her for a little bit.
We were like Destiny's Child. Are you Kelly?
I think I was Kelly.
Beyonce.
Yeah. We let you be Beyonce. You had the voice. You had the voice.
I was Beyonce.
Yeah.
So it's fine. I mean, you're Michelle. No offense. Shout out to Michelle.
Shout out to Michelle.
But that was terrifying, and I didn't start really pursuing it head first until after college.
Yeah.
Like, I would do open mic nights here and there, but I think with college I was so focused on like academia and I want this GPA and I'm president of BSU and presidential ambassador and working for the mission. You know, like I was doing so much.
All that. Yeah.
So the only time I sang would be at an open mic night, and then someone would be like, "Whoa, what are you doing? Why aren't you majoring in music?" And I didn't care for the program at my university, and that was really what it chalked up to.
Right.
But I really like speech communication. And I think the blessing about having a passion and, you know, going to college, you can do both.
Right.
And I figured out intellectually what stimulates me, and I love learning about communication stylings and all that. But music is home,
That's where it's at.
So, I did a vision board.
Yeah.
The end of 2016.
Yeah.
Because you're still kind of like post-grad, what am I doing? What's happening?
Vision boards are corny, but they work, honey. They work.
I should have brought mine. Like, when I'm telling you,
show and tell,
it was like a checklist.
Wow.
And, you know, even from personal things like getting into a relationship. And I told myself I wanted to sing live 3 times. Because in college it's easy. You have open mic nights.
Right.
Because
there's
clubs.
spaces for you to pursue all kind of stuff. Yeah.
And being in LA, okay, like who doesn't want to sing?
Right.
Who doesn't want to act? Who doesn't want to dance? Whatever. So I mean, I set a vision board saying, this is what I'm going to do, and I want to sing 3 times live. And I want to start working on my own music, which I had kind of started doing. No Patient came out last summer. But then I was like, wait, no, this is awesome. Let me keep doing this.
Yes.
So I can't even tell you how many times I've sang live. I literally have a show tonight in Long Beach. I was going to text you.
Yes.
But it's really, I think once you kind of figure out the fizzle of what do I want to do, you start putting yourself in a headspace to move in different ways. And I always would say, like, after college, I would talk to my friends, and I'm like, I just need the hustle I had in college back.
Right.
You kind of get depleted. Like,
you're kind of like, talked about that too. That like transition of you feel like you're on top of the world.
Oh my God.
You do everything. You're that boss girl.
Yes.
Everybody knew you. Like, hello. Oh yeah.
And then it's over.
And then you're in your room. You're like.
And I remember you're literally in your room like.
I have nothing to do. I have a horrible job. It's like, what do I do?
Yeah, and then you're spending your money like trying to go out and like being like, oh, this is what it is, and you're like, I don't even like the club. Like, I want to go home.
Bruh.
So I stopped.
That part.
I started to figure out what I wanted to do on all levels, and it's not always like once you figure out what you want to do it. Like, no, it's hard.
Yeah.
Like, but there are 24 hours in a day. And you can at least utilize 20 of them. I say 20. 18, 19 hours of the day. Because that gives you a solid, couple hours of sleep.
And that's all you need.
It's
a journey, but that's why we're having real conversations about it.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you coming, Bradlee. Thank you so much. And do you want to shout out any of your Instagram or social media or songs, all that?
If you'd like to follow me via Instagram, I don't get on Twitter. I don't like opinions.
I'm working on it.
I'm so over it.
I
deleted the app the other day. And I'm like, I don't want to hear this.
Yeah.
So I do have Instagram though. I'm pretty active on that. So it's 2 underscores Bradlee, Bradlee. And you can find me on Instagram via SoundCloud if you'd like. You can do SoundCloud /Bradlee Blooms, plural, BLOOMS.
Let them know.
I'm all about blooming and like coming into your own. That was kind of my mantra this year. It's gonna go into my music as well.
Okay.
And I'll be releasing like some projects soon.
Yes. I'm telling y'all, go to that SoundCloud. Her voice is beautiful. So please follow. And then if you would like to follow me, my name is Simone and my Instagram is @thefabgrad. Real easy, the Fabgrad. And I'll be doing this once a month, bringing someone in and just talking about post-grad life.
Yeah.
So thanks for coming. No. Yeah.
Do you know how to edit videos?
Oh, we're about to learn.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's fine.